feel safe to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. What? Hide or... Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I was reading my little, I don't know, something popped up. I hope this is Suave Boom. I have multiple YouTube channels, and there's no way for me to check to see. I'm assuming this is Suave Boom. So we'll say, hey, if anybody's in here right now, am I doing a live right now on the Suave Boom channel? Sorry for asking this question. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I have a little bit of time right now, so I thought to myself, let me just go ahead and knock out some social media stuff real quick, so I don't have to worry about it later. We have this butcher shop business opening up that is coming soon, and I just want to make sure that I'm hitting all, social media is really just free marketing. So if you are starting a business like myself, and you don't want to spend money on, a TV commercial or a radio commercial or an ad in a magazine or a newspaper, old school shit, put it on social media. Social media is just free. So, yeah. Oh, I got 2 people in there? Hell yeah. All right. Let me know if, what is this? All messages. Okay. If you're in here and you're brave enough to say something, please let me know if this is the Suave Boom channel, because I have multiple different channels, and I don't want to do. Okay, we got people in here. BounceThatAss.com. Oh my god. Food Genie. What's going on, guys? Let me know in the comment down below if this is the Suave Boom channel. Can somebody do that for me, please? Let me know. But anyways, welcome. How is everybody doing? Quick update. I have left the United States. I don't live in New York anymore, and I currently live in Finland. I know some of you in here right now probably already knew that, but I'm just talking to the people that don't know, just in case. Because a lot of times people come in here and they're like, bro, I used to watch you back in the day when I was 11. Now I'm 21, and I can't believe you're on here. I was like, okay. So what time is it in Finland? It is, it's 4 a.m. there. It is almost noon here. So when you going, Grandpa? When you going, Grandpa? Again, is this the Suave Boom channel? Tell me if this is the Suave Boom channel. You guys are sitting here talking to me, right? You're lying, Finland. I'm not lying. I am in Finland. I'm definitely in Finland. It's daytime. See, it's daytime. Dude, what do you mean am I lying? Go look at any of my social media. Since I landed here in December, I've literally come up with like 1,000 videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube about the food, the culture, where I'm at. I live in Salo, Finland. I live right, it's like, if I'm talking to a bunch of dumb Americans like me, Helsinki is the capital. It's in southern Finland. And the next big-ish city is to the west of that, like a 2-hour drive to the west, and it's called Turku. I live in between Helsinki and Turku. Do you speak Finnish? Of course I don't. Of course I don't speak Finnish. I wish I did. But I know some things like huva menta, huva päivää, mene, mina olen Roberto, huomenta is good morning, and huva päivää is how are you, and mina mene is I'm doing good, and I know a little bit of Finnish. Finland does have the best gummy candies, even though if you say that here, they're like, technically it's Swedish. Because everything, it's like, for example, I'm just a regular fucking American guy, right? So I come over here. I know. Yeah, I could have told you that. I would say if you look goofy too, but you don't. You're one of those guys that doesn't put your video or profile picture on your thing. But like I was saying, yeah. So in Finland, I'll make like a video of something that I'm just not familiar with. I'm like, look at this. Look at this. I found this is a finished blah blah blah, and then all my comments will be flooded from Finnish people saying like, actually, that's Norwegian. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know the difference. How's life in Finland? Rent, food, all that. Dude, I don't like saying it the way I'm about to say it, because I don't like to make local Finnish people feel like they aren't going through some difficult situations. But as an American living in the United States for the majority of my life, born in Mexico, from a particular area in Mexico, things like that, I would say that it's pretty fucking easy. It's pretty legit, man. Like I said, everybody has their own lives. Everybody has their own situations. Everybody blah, blah, blah. But here, it's like something will come up. Like, oh, we have to deal with blah, blah, blah. And then, like, there's a way, instead of just dealing with it on your own, there's, like, things you can do. Like, there's programs. Let's say you want to learn Finnish. Let's say you want to learn the language. The government will pay you to learn the language. Like, you go to school, it doesn't cost anything because education in Finland is free. And on top of that, you get a check. So that's pretty dope. Also, like, daycare, medicine, all these things are like free. Certain daycares cost money, but then like certain other things don't. But then let's say you're not comfortable with sending your kid to daycare. Like, what if your preference is, I don't want to send my kid to daycare, right? And we have a almost 11th month old at the house right now. My wife can sign up for in-house daycare, like homeschooling daycare, where the government will, like, again, give her a check every month. Like, here's some money. This will cover your home daycare with your child every month until they're 3 years old. So there's like a million things you could do here in Finland where if you're in a situation, you're covered. And in the States, I feel like that's the main thing we worry about. We worry about debt. We worry about childcare. We worry about healthcare. We worry about job security. And here it's so different. Like, even job security here. Like, let's say you work somewhere, right? It's something as simple as I flip burgers at Hesburger. Hesburger is like a McDonald's here in Finland, right? And let's say you have a toxic boss that you don't get along with and they're always out to get you, right? They can't go and get you. They can't there's so many like super strict rules, not through the Hesburger company, but through the government, that, like, if you are a boss and you are toxic and you do some kind of toxic things to your employees, like, they can get in huge trouble. And another thing, if you're getting a job in Finland, it's not like, I want to go flip burgers, let me go apply at that place, right? It's not like that. It's like you have to go down to, not the courthouse, but it's something similar to the courthouse, and you have to apply like paperwork saying, I'm looking for work. And then they say, what are you looking for? And I'm like, well, I could do something as easy as this. And I saw that Hesburger had a sign saying they're hiring. So you have to go through that third person party to apply, and then they send you to Hesburger. So you go to that office, and then the office takes your application, The office asks what you want. The office gives you options, and then the office picks the option for you, and then they send you to that workplace. But the office people talk to that workplace. So let's say when you get assigned, Hesburger didn't hire you. The hiring place hired you, and then they sent you to the Hesburger. And that's how you get a job. And then that company that hired you says you can work there for a year. And then in a year, if we hear good things from your boss, then you can stay on for another year. Or if you don't, you can just quit and we'll assign you. It's like almost like a temp agency. So it works like that. But the cool thing about that is, again, if you're having issues with that particular place that you're working at, you can tell the third party hiring office, hey, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing this. And that hiring office is legitimately on your side. Not like, you know how like when you go tell on your boss to HR, that HR person pretends like they're there for you, but really they're just there for the company still, just like your boss is. This place actually cares about you because they're looking at you as the money, not the burger place, because they can always take you out of the burger place and put you somewhere else and make money somewhere else. So essentially they're like just trying to keep the economy going for that particular city in Finland, if that makes sense. That's okay. I think that's how it works. I'm like going on a tangent here about that. Anyways, let me look at the questions here. One of my daughter's best friends is from Kuopio, Finland. I believe that is like northwest, like near Porvoo. It's about a 4-hour drive from me. I live super south. Like I live like if you look at a map of Finland and you look up population of Finland, the majority of people live in the south, near the capital. That's where I live. I've been binge watched all your videos the past week has gotten me out of depression. Oh man, dude, that's awesome. I love that. And sometimes that's all it takes. Like when I'm down and out, I like to jump on certain people's YouTube channels and just get myself out of a funk. You know, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that like my videos could do that for you. I'm no professional. I'm not here to like, my videos can make you feel but everybody's different. Everybody has their thing. Everybody has a vice and a thing that they cope with to make themselves feel better. And some people watch my videos, some people don't. But I am happy that made you feel better. So I appreciate that. Thank you for commenting. Wow, they seem way more stable than America. US is waiting to blow off. Seriously, it's scary. Well, I'll also say this. I'm not going to sit here and like suck the teat of Finland and say like they're the best ever. I'll put it more into perspective here, okay? The United States is humongous. So it's like, and then the United States has a bunch of states with different laws and also many presidents, like senators and governors and all this stuff. So there's like a lot more things operating in that particular machine. And let me put it into perspective. There's 8 million people that live in New York City. 8 million, not New York State, not like, you know what I mean? Not the Northeast, not New York State. Just the city alone, there are 8 million people in the 5 boroughs of Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island. Just that small area, there's 8 million people. In the entire country of Finland, there's a little over 5 million. So when you have, and it's weird because Finland, like if you look at a map of Finland, like the actual land, it's huge. It's big. It's not as big as obviously the States, not even close. But it's, I would say like it's the size of Texas, probably. Maybe like a little bit bigger. And I think, don't quote me on this. I'm a dumb American. I don't know any better. But I would say when you have a country that size and there's only 5.5 million people that live there, it it's substantially more easier to do all the things that I'm talking about. So it's not like, I'm not saying the United States can't do those things, but it's just a lot harder. And I know people want that. I want that. I want that for the United States. I would love the whole country of the United States to be nothing but walkable cities, really good, safe, clean public transportation for free, free healthcare, free college, free university, free daycare. I would love all those things for the States, but it's a capitalist country, and they cater to billionaires, and they want billionaires to be rich, and they want poor to be poor. And here it's more so they thrive. The economy here thrives on making sure the people that live here, not the citizens, I'm talking about the people that live here. That includes citizens, immigrants, anybody. If you're physically living in Finland, they want to make sure you have the bare minimum, like housing, food, electricity, work. Like, these are things that shouldn't be like privileges. Like they are in the States, but these are things Finnish people look at these things that's like everybody should have this, even the poorest of the poor people. So that's, and I love that, because literally there's no homeless people here. There's no stray dogs. There's no homeless people here. There's no crime. And yeah, if you look up, like, is there actual crime? Sure, you'll see on the news that there's crime being reported, but nothing on the scale of the States. And I'm just proud that I'm opening up a butcher shop here in Finland. So I'm taking my skills that I learned and got certified in butchery back in New York, and I'm bringing them to the States. I mean, to Finland. So if you guys haven't followed me yet, what the hell's going on here? Warning, most of you already know. I don't even know what any of that means. Let me look at that. So, by the way, before I read this, I only got like 1 more minute left in here. Please go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Campus Meats. CAMPAS Meats. That's my butcher shop. You can also find it by typing in Berto the Butcher, BERTO the Butcher. Please go follow me. I need all the support. Even if you don't live in Finland, please go follow me. So let me just read these questions and I got to get out of here. I'm excited to try your sauces when they come out. Thanks, Tori. While they seem way more stable, blah, 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 they seem very unpopular. You know, it seems very unpopulated, but there's people everywhere in this bitch. So they say there's only 5.5 million people here, but I just feel like there's more. I love you and your wife's channel because I feel like you're a real people and presenting honest. That, and honest, I appreciate you saying that, but my honesty and my wife's honesty on here, it could, sometimes it's a downfall. I need it. Come visit Finland, yo. Come visit Finland. Please. What else? Yeah, I hate it when people come on here and they're just like spewing things I have no idea what they're talking about and just like have nothing to do with what I'm saying. Anyways, so guys, thank you so much for joining. Please, again, go follow me on Campus Meats Butcher Shop on Instagram and TikTok. And when you're on there, please message me or comment and say, hey, I just saw your live, you know, I wanted to come over here and support. And just, yeah, man, just like, thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much for just supporting, and thank you so much for hopping on this live for me and having a great conversation. The weather is, dude, August in Finland, 62 degrees, which is 16 degrees Celsius. So anyways, guys, much love. And you guys have a great day. And I'm going to do a live on TikTok later on today. So come and join me. All right, y'all. Peace.